Hello, I'm always freezing and I always drop or spill something on myself in the kitchen, and although I have a collection of pretty aprons, they don't cover everything that needs protection. So to solve two problems at the same time, I made a kitchen jacket that looks like Victorianish and fits over all the layers I usually wear. I used Truly Victorian's TV494 1894 shirtwaist pattern. It's the same pattern I used to make my floral shirtwaist, but this time I chose the plain front one. I decided to make a back closure instead of a front closure, so I cut the front on the fold but made it wider because I wanted to gather the front neckline and also because the shirtwaist was going to go over a lot of layers. I cut the back on the fold too, and I also widened it at the center as I was going to make a back placket. I cut the back fold open. I backstitched the side and shoulder seams. I felled all seams. Basting the folded allowance made my task much easier. Next, I folded the center back twice and basted it. I hate pins and I enjoy pain-free sewing a lot. I cut a strip of fabric on the bias. I cut the neckline to size. I only cut away a little at a time to avoid completely messing up the neckline. I gathered the front center. I attached the bias tape. I left the ends longer. The tape was too wide, so I cut it more narrow, in fact too narrow, but does not project without a mistake. I folded the edge of the tape and pasted it into place. I left one of the ends longer so that I would be able to adjust the size of the jacket when I wore too many layers underneath. I stitched on snaps. I only want to fasten the jacket at the top because there's no need to close the whole back. The initial idea needs further improvement. I cut the sleeves. I used the Lego mutton sleeve pattern from Truly Victorian's TV495 1890 sleeve collection. I made the sleeves quite a bit longer because I didn't want cuffs. You saw me use the same sleeve pattern in my for a shirtwaist video. The marks on the pattern looked suspicious. Fortunately, I realized in time that those were the changes I had made last time, so I could correct my mistake. I sewed the seams of the sleeves. I gathered the top of the sleeves. I set in the sleeves, while I only pinned them into place. It took hours. You need to be careful with historical sleeves because you don't match any sleeve seam to the side seam. I hemmed the sleeves. The only issue with this cute kitten jacket is that it doesn't go with any of my aprons, so I will look, let's say, super eccentric, but at least I will be fully covered and protected from cold and stains. Please like, subscribe and comment.